Well, I believe probably the first time would have been when he shared this with us later, that he was recording junior high basketball games up in the corner of the gym, and nobody heard his play-by-play except himself.
Right, firing a pass, leaping grab, Willie Davis, touchdown, Kansas! Breaks one tackle, now two, 20-yard line, cuts inside 15. Inside. They lost the pass, corner pattern, caught, terrific catch, touchdown! Touchdown, Marcus Allen! Monday night, Kansas City Magic has struck again! Throw right side, caught by Williams at the right pylon, touchdown! Kansas City! The Kansas City Chiefs are champions of Super Bowl 54!
Well, let me go back to the beginning. He grew up on a farm. And so he listened to Deb Nelson and Fred White growing up, and he would try to get his chores done, cleaning the hog house, so that he could, listen to the games. Sports has been his love all his life. And actually, it's something that kind of brought us together because I love sports as well. He was headed to law school when we first met. He had been accepted to 3 different law schools, and then he changed his mind and decided that sports broadcasting was the way he wanted to go.
As we take a look ahead, we'll get Bill Snyder's comments on what's led up to tonight's game. Also a close-up look at the offense.
Looking left, being rushed, now he's gunning it long for the end zone. The pass is caught by Lockett on an acrobatic catch, touchdown, Kevin Lockett.
We started out in Pratt, Kansas. He broadcast games for the Pratt Greenback high school team and the Pratt Beaver JUCO team. Did that a couple years, and then we moved to the Topeka area. He worked for WIBW, and he ended up doing K-State for 13 years.
It's a big Kansas State victory over Oklahoma. Burrell going for the end zone. The pass is knocked away. K-State wins. K-State wins. The Wildcats win it in a miracle finish.
The final 2 years of K-State overlapped with his first 2 years with the Chiefs. And so every step of the way, from the high school team to the Chiefs that he does now, he's made every stop feel like the most important place, no other place in the world he'd want to be.
I met Mitch in 1991. He filled in for a game. It was the start of the 91 season. He filled in for a game for Kevin Harlan. I didn't know much about Mitch. I knew he was a Kansas native. I knew that he was loved at K-State, but I was shocked at how good he was. He and Lynn Dawson had an instant chemistry. And so it was just natural that, when Kevin departed in the end of the 93 season, that Mitch take over. And I think we were really fortunate that the Bears had not drug him to Chicago and some of the other teams that were looking for him, because he was a perfect fit for Chiefs fans.
Back at Arrowhead Stadium, Bill Grigsby along with the broadcast crew, the old partner, Len Dawson, and a new old partner, ready to bring you every thrilling play of the 1994 season, is our old new partner, Mitch Holthus.
Thank you, Bill Grigsby. It was that same Bill Grigsby.
He also is proud to be from that small town Kansas too, or just that small town feel, bringing it to the big town Kansas City and trying again to make it feel like we're one big community, both Kansas and Missouri side, or even folks listening from out of state, like let's all just make it feel like one big community.
Well, a good broadcaster dispenses a large volume of information in a very clear and concise way. A great broadcaster relates to his listeners and his viewers, and Mitch has an innate ability to connect to people.
He makes each player feel like you know them. He gives not just the stats, but he talks about where they went to high school, details about their family, what their interests are, and so you really get to know them as an individual. And it does feel like a Chiefs family.
Smith, 78 yards rushing, including a 49-yarder back at Helix High School.
Yeah, I wish. They're a little bigger,
There's nobody more special than Mitch Holthus. He truly is a treasure for the Kansas City Chiefs. He represents the heart and soul of the Chiefs kingdom.
Well, Mitch is the kingdom. And that's the best way to put it in my mind. He is a fantastic representative of who we are and what we are.
It's Jared Allen. Good to see everybody.
I think he embodies passion, and I think every great organization at its core is run by passion.
There's no spirit like the Chiefs.
We're going to buck the Broncos in that palace. I can see it.
Being on the inside is really, really valuable. It helps him be better at his job, but it reinforces that he's a part of this culture and how we do things. One of the more special moments was when I got to call him from the airplane flying back from Philadelphia the day after we had interviewed Andy and tell him we got him.
Andy Reid made a decision to come to Kansas City. Everything changed within a week.
You've said it many times, Mitch, when he came, that was the pebble in the pond.
For somebody to have done what he's done for the fans, the kingdom, that positive attitude, the buffer between the organization and the fans, the broadcaster, the one that's bringing them the news and the energy that he feels within the building, I think is a special thing. To be able to maintain that for this time period, 30 years of time, being able to do that through wins and losses, I think is a special thing.
Be able to present you with this game ball commemorating your 400th game as the voice of the Chiefs. You've been such a special part of our organization for over 20 years, and on a personal basis, I want you to know that I'm very, very lucky to be able to call you a friend. You're such a special person.
You know, winning the Super Bowl is what it is. It's amazing. And we had all fought so long and so hard for, but you got to realize how long he's been doing what he's been doing.
29th year now, so building into that season, there had been so many ups and downs and good moments, tough moments, but he persisted like so many with the franchise had done for so many years. He deserved that moment as much as anyone.
15, 10, 5, touchdown! Kansas City! Damian Williams runs to immortality and will be remembered forever in the Chiefs' kingdom. The game is over, and the Chiefs' kingdom has firmly planted its flag on top of football's highest summit.
Holy smoke.
In addition to being extremely talented, Mitch is also one of the greatest people associated with the franchise. He's somebody who's humble, somebody who's committed, somebody who shares our family's values, and it's a true honor to have him associated with the Kansas City Chiefs.
If Mitch weren't calling games on Sunday, he would be out in the stands wearing red, cheering along 70,000 other fans. I mean, he grew up beside you. He baled hay in the summer. He worked the farm. His roots run right alongside our roots.
His talent as a broadcaster is known to everyone, and it's understood, and I'm proud of that. But when he comes home, he's still just Mitch.